actually my next episode of Arc. For now, I'm just gonna be riding around or trying to. Anyways, I got a story for you guys about my first time when I went to New York City. Uh, so it was about trying to think now. Actually, it was in 2014 in the spring. I had gone with my school. Actually, it was a school trip to New York City. So I never done anything like that, going on a big trip like that with the school. So that was something of an experience of me for first already. And so it was a 4 day trip about, and for the most part, it was a pretty good trip. Um, I wasn't all too excited about it at first though, because like I'm not a general near a fairly big city. I'm not a big fan of them. I just prefer smaller towns, I guess. But it's nonetheless, I mean, it's New York City. I mean, what else can you say about it? It's just such a well-known place and one of the biggest cities in the world. So, anyways, my first day there, I had to get to my school. Remember, for an 8 hour bus ride, and it took us about the full 8 hours that they told us it would take. And I remember I had to get there at like 6 in the morning at my school to get there, and we got there probably late afternoon. In that bus ride, I was in grade 10 at the time, and four of my friends, luckily, actually, were on the trip with me. And that was one thing that didn't make me want to go on the trip at first, because I didn't have a lot of people in my grade that were going on it. Only people in the grade younger, because it was offered to two grades. And I was obviously skeptical about it, so I was like, oh, I'm not gonna know anyone, or none of these people are my friends or anything, you know. So luckily, a few of my good friends were actually on the trip, and we had a really fun time. I had a fun time with them, or I was just hanging out a lot of time with them. So then God, I'm trying to remember the first thing we did there. I think the first thing we went to Rockefeller Center, if I recall, and I took hundreds of pictures on that trip, as you can imagine. We visited Times Square. That was one of the first things I did, and that was one of the big things I wanted to see was Times Square. Ball drop every year, and it's about all the big stores and signs everywhere. So I knew the buildings were tall, but you really could not see anywhere. You cannot see, if you looked up, that's all you saw were just buildings towering over you. And I found it was really insane. The city near where I live near, it had this tall buildings, but it's nowhere near. I found. So we go, we walked around Times Square a bit, and we said visit Rockefeller Center, and that was basically the first. Tired, we traveled a lot, so we actually stayed at a hotel in New Jersey, which was about a 40-minute bus ride away. So that wasn't all that fun, doing that every day. But anyways, we got back to the hotel room. I was super tired. I went to bed. Anyways, second day we ended up I think we just did more touring. I think we visited Madame Tussauds Wax Museum. I can't recall as much as possible. Yeah, and I think Macy's. I think that was our last night there, and then we were leaving on the fourth day in the afternoon. And this is the thing that was me and my friends. I see these two girls walk by. It's like April, so they were leather jacket, short skirt. Yeah, I see them walk by. I look at them for a quick second, thinking nothing much of it. Then right after them, right behind them, I see this homeless man, and he had this really weird look on his face, like there's something off about it, or odd. And he was walking funny too. Again, I know NYC didn't have, they have their handful of weirdos, obviously, but there's just something different about this guy. So I go to look around, and I look behind me afterwards. I'm like, this is really weird, this guy. I look around, and at this point, this is like 2 seconds later, he actually had pulled down his pants about halfway to his knees while still walking, and he started masturbating walking down the street. What I can only presume was to these two girls that were right in front of him, and they were completely oblivious to them. almost wanted to say something. I didn't want to cause any trouble. But after that, I was kind of weirded out by the rest of the city, seeing that. So yeah, I mean, that was not, I don't know, it wasn't that good. I found it kind of spoiled it for me a bit, but it was still pretty it was still pretty funny that someone actually would do that. And then everything, again, it's New York City, so I guess anything is really possible there. And then while I was in New York City too, I noticed Starbucks. This is for the question to people in New York City. Why do you need so many Starbucks at every corner? I swear to God, I must have seen 2 individual Starbucks. They were actually divided. 2 individual Starbucks, each across the street, and then another time, 2 individual Starbucks that were right beside each other, or they had, I think they had a store in between it. I'm like, why would you have 2 Starbucks basically beside each other or across the street from each other? It doesn't make any sense. Every corner I turned, I saw about 3 or 4 Starbucks on a single street. And that was within like a span of a few hundred yards. It was insane. And I don't know. I mean, it was weird. There's a Starbucks not far from where I live, but that's the only one I know of in the area. And also, I mean, I tried Chipotle for the first time there too, and it was really good, actually. I liked Chipotle. I actually liked Chipotle quite a bit. Didn't like it that much after the next day, but I liked it when I was eating it. I can't remember. I think I had a burrito with sour cream in it, and it was really good. Anyways, I think I'm gonna call it that. That's all for today, guys. I know it's a video, but I noticed that my longer videos didn't get as many views as I'd hoped so. So I'm gonna try this funny stories of things that happened in my life. Oh my God, you should see the carnage that's going on over here. There is some serious shit going on this island, and I do not want to be part of it. Tell me what you think. Maybe having shorter videos with funnier stories, or maybe funny moments. I'm gonna try learning myself how to edit more and how to edit more properly. I really want to put time into this. I really want to dedicate as much time as I can to it. Again, it's kind of tough to manage that with school at the same time. Understand, at least, and I can't record every day, unfortunately, because of homework and stuff and projects. And so, please tell me, guys, what you think in the comments. And please comment, guys. Please like and subscribe. I really want to hear what you guys say about this. And man, tell me if you have any funny stories yourself. Maybe I'll tell them in a couple of videos, like a fan submitted video, story time or something. You know, I think that would be kind of fun to do. Or a video maybe where I recollect with some friends on some funny moments that we had together. So yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, leave comment, follow me on Twitter too. I do have Twitter. I'm trying to maybe update it, but more than just posting the video links. And I'm hoping soon, actually, I will be doing a podcast on either this channel or a separate channel with a few of my friends. One of them you already know. I believe he's on board. Is Terabad. So anyways, guys,